You release the latch and the trapdoor quickly drops free, opening with a loud bang.
Oh.
Yet again, you jumped into a hole without looking first. This time, you landed on a soft carpet covering a hard floor. Lucky for you, your back and tailbone took most of the impact. You're bruised, but still alive. Unfortunately, there's no way back up. Closed door strangely has no knob or handle. You wonder how it'll open. These half-burned candles look purposefully arranged, as if part of an arcane ritual. Small purple skull makes a morbid bookend. I want
Awesome. That bottle up there looks important,
yes,
too.
A bottle of mysterious glowing liquid sits next to these books. You reach up and grasp the vial of glowing liquid, ectoplasm. Green liquid in this bottle emits a faint glow. It is cold to the touch. A metal lever is prominently set in the wall. You begin reading the elegant red script. Energy of inert polarity arises from nodes, physical sources of power, and flows outward, enveloping all of nature. The actions and intentions of beings polarizes this energy. Profane action imbues the energy with vile darkness. Desecrating the grave of a tortured soul produces much evil. Pious action and purifying substances create the opposite. Once imbued with the polarity, the energy may be absorbed into a being or used to create a portal to a corresponding dimension. As you look away, you notice dark scales below the book. You'd rather not be caught carrying this evil thing around. Well, where are the scales?
Can you move the book?
Dark scales below the book. Well, we can use the lever. You put a leg up on the desk and reach for the lever, pulling it down. The door behind you swings open. This door as well. Entomological specimens and glassware outfit the laboratory. You feel uneasy thinking about what experiments were done here. It is a brown glass vessel used for stabilizing light-sensitive substances. A genius alchemist created this apparatus to combine liquids into powerful potions. Simply pour and pull is how it's used. You heard the alchemist was quite mad, but an artist when it came to designing tools. You can't say you disagree. It is a small note written in bold, angular handwriting. Collect samples related to the subject, personal or familial. Load in receptacles. Turn the crank to dispense.
So I wonder if, like, the ectoplasm would go in there.
Maybe.
What's under the desk? Oh, I think it's still just machinery.
Yeah. There's a small round hole in the side of the apparatus. You spy gears and cogs through the tiny opening.
Ooh.
As you walk toward the grave, a suffocating pressure wraps around your chest. The odor of dirt and earth fills your lungs. The smell clears and tightness fades as soon as it came. You gasp for air, wondering why you felt such terrible sensations. An unsettling skull is carved into the tombstone. You see indentations in the eye sockets. This corpse, bound tightly in wrappings, is partly buried, or partly unburied. Either way, it is very likely not in its intended final resting place. That's why we're going to open it. No, we're not. Okay, you crouch down and fight the urge to vomit as you grab the body and pull it into the grave. The decomposed corpse lies still in the grave. Can I close the grave? The dirt must be from the grave. Judging from the moisture in the earth, the blasphemous activity happened recently. Indentations in the eye sockets.
Yeah, I know when we first walked in here, it looked like the skull was glowing when we were having that weird vision.
You realize you don't need the vessel, not until it's filled with whatever comes out of this device at least. You carefully pour the ectoplasm into the apparatus.
I wonder if the skull would go in there too. Okay.
I'm assuming we need to find a crank. The book is titled Summons and Rituals. You recognize it as a banned tome filled with knowledge unfit for mortals. Creatures of unnatural origin, while not bound to all laws of our dimension, may be influenced by our actions and materials. Often, what unleashes an entity can also expel it, if reversed in its entirety and accompanied by naturally opposing items. In the case of impure, amorphous apparitions, pure crystalline salt is opposite in both form and essence. Apply corporeally. However, some spirits require additional coaxing, and a blend of materials familiar to the shade source is necessary. Finally, it is helpful to focus the entity to one spot as you work. Several candles and a charm will suffice to snare it.
Okay.
Book of Architectural Plans. The text is a hastily scrawled dwarven language of which you are vaguely familiar. The location proves difficult for obtaining materials and for construction, but the family is paying extra, so we don't mind. Why anyone would want to build an opulent mansion here is beyond me. Something about an invigorating atmosphere. You skip to an entry titled Thamir Mansion Status Update. That's 3 injuries now: the revolving panel, the first floor stair mechanism, and now in what the crew call the Crusher. The crew forgot the wall lock mechanism sinks into the floor. Luckily, the custom door wasn't installed and Will Mike got out. The plans were for a mansion, but the additions make a fortress. At least the end is in sight. Chief Architect, Lisa Bryan.
What names? Will Mike, Lisa Bryan.
You spy a very old tome on the top shelf. The ink faded and the pages brittle with age. It is titled The Great Upheaval. History has forgotten what once was. Our lands as we know them are very young. Much existed well before we planted our roots. A great society thrived, capable of feats we would call miracles. Travel to other realities was a commonplace activity. Such power begets hubris, and their boldness was punished. The one sent a flaming star to end their reign and begin anew. The star, called the Portent of Doom, wiped all but a few of their structures from existence, large circular constructions. You open a journal, observing the beautiful calligraphy. The sun and moon have circled many times, yet we do not forgive the transgressions of the accursed Circle of 12. With their prophecy as false evidence and ignorance of his gentle nature, in their fear and hunger for power, they took him. For what he may become, they slew him, because he was the most gifted of our line, more gifted than they. For eons we served with honor as the king's mightiest sorcerers, yet in our time of need, he looked away. Our line could not tolerate this injustice. We found a way. With our sacrifice, we right this wrong. Our champion has come. Bold, angular handwriting covers the pages of this book. The entries are marked with dates and terse notes. Second, development as expected. Some evidence of ability, not atypical for age and lineage. You skip across several pages. Seventh, development accelerating. Ability is superior for age. Necromancy proficiency apparent. 13th, development accelerating. Exhibits mastery. Preference for elemental sorcery, manifesting disaster scale weather events. 17th, Development beyond measure. Exhibits cloaking of aptitude. Subject is ready to proceed. Unlike the other books in this library, these are wedged in place and free of dust. They also aren't of the same subject matter. The rest of the books seem quite important, but these are just children's stories and cooking recipes. Quite odd that they were so hastily piled on this shelf. With some effort, you pull the books away from the shelf. You see the panel behind them is slightly askew. The rear panel is askew, but you don't see a place to pull it. Maybe a good knock will do it, finally.
I actually hit something.
You hammer the panel with the side of your hand, knocking it loose and revealing a embark. And there is the moon icon, or moon emblem.
So that'll probably go down with the stars if we can ever get back there.
Yes.
Oh. Huh.
Which is here.
Which is right here. Okay.
Well, let's try it. Stretching your arm above your head, you snap the moon into the canvas. It fits snugly into the depression. Sounds of moving metal come from under the staircase as the bottom steps slide upward, revealing a hidden stairwell. Damp, musty air fills and flows up this small flight of stairs. This locked door is made of hard wood and metal bars. There is no getting through it without a key.
Well, we have a basement key.
You slide the basement key into the door, unlocking it. As you do, you wonder if you really want to know what lies beyond.
Of course we do. Oh gosh.
Dungeon hall. This dark basement hallway reminds you of the dungeon you escaped from not long ago. An old rusty shovel sits in one of the alcoves lining this stone hallway. That's mine. It's an imposing metal door. The handle on the bottom must slide the door into the ceiling. This sturdy wooden door has no knob or handle. This dark basement hallway, you see a large pool of dark liquid down the hall. It's an ascending flight of cold stone steps. Grip the cold metal tightly and pull hard, lifting the door open. Seconds after entering the room, a loud boom startles you as the door slams shut. Machinery clangs as the walls come to life, slowly closing in on you. You pull with all your might, but the door won't open. Moments later, the spikes press against your flesh. The last thing you feel is pointed metal pushing into your skull.
Okay, so we have to do something before.
Well, we found the crusher.
Yes. Ooh.
As you walk toward the pool, a sharp pain between your shoulders causes you to cry out and stumble forward. The pain disappears as you stand up straight and feel across your back, looking for a cause and finding none. There's a scroll sitting at the edge of the stone pool. You pick up the scroll. This is M2. You open the scroll and see scribbled notes in a dwarven language. One catches your eye. Don't know why they want to hire a failsafe to a compactor, or don't know why they want to hide a failsafe to a compactor, but I don't get paid to ask questions. Here's how we put it together. The mural's bewitched, so you gotta reveal it. Then put the relief into place. That'll raise her up. Flip the switch. Easy. Alright.
Okay.
It's a stone statue of a crouching gargoyle. It looks real enough to frighten small children, you think. A small key hangs off its lower jaw. Well, that's mine. You tiptoe along the edge of the pool and snatch the key from the mouth of the gargoyle. As you inch back down the pool, you notice the room growing brighter from behind you. The Phantom is here.
Oh, but the only way we can... Oh, okay. I was going to say, the only way we can go is facing it.
You reach down and dip your hands into the putrid water, trying to reach the bottom of the pool. You feel a sharp pain as something latches onto your forearms, pulling you over the edge and under the dark surface. You do not re-emerge. Okay,
Creepy.
Can't do that.
No?
You dip the chalice into the rancid liquid, taking extra care to not let it touch your hand. I didn't know if that was going to work, but...
Yeah, I remember was it the first scroll? Says the ingredients we need.
It has given us a lot of lore. I'm having trouble remembering.
I think it's that one.
Proper laboratory equipment. Bile or blood from a spirit's beloved produces a purifying liquid. Sewage is a discrete source of the samples needed. Okay, so that must be the sewage. And we can't open this door.
Can you...
Mural's bewitched, so you gotta reveal it. Then put the relief into place. That'll raise her up. Can I what?
I was going to say, can you open that one door and use the shovel to maybe stop it from falling back down?
Possibly, but I think the shovel is to cover the grave.
I think so too. Okay, yeah. It was just an idea.
Okay, it's just two different perspectives of the same thing.
Yeah.
I was like, why is the door on this side now? Makes sense.
Oh, that's cool.
This was this. This is the bedroom. Your hand shakes as you slide the key into the hole and unlock the bedroom door. Although sparsely decorated, the furnishings in this bedroom are of fine quality. You narrowly squint and swear you can see something under the bed. The bed frame sits so low to the ground that you can't even reach under there. A simple guest bed that looks as if the sheets have recently been hastily redone. Aha, you grab the corner of the bedding and pull it off the mattress with a quick tug, tossing it on the floor. Can't take it? Okay. There's an old scroll sitting on the bed. You begin reading the scroll. If apparitions ye seek, and sure ye won't flee, edux spritus ye speak, and there they'll be. Alright.
So that sounds like if there's a spirit and we can't escape from it or something, we can say that?
You squat and grab the mattress with both hands. With a loud grunt, you toss it against the wall, revealing a ladder below. Despite being coated in a heavy layer of dust, you can see your reflection in the silver. After a few moments of being transfixed on the mirror, you realize you feel something odd about it. You snap out of it when you realize there's a slight draft coming from behind the mirror.
Hit it. And I suppose moving doesn't really work for that.
No.
Oh, that's what I figured it was.
Okay, well, let's come down here. This stunning mural of an angel holding a harp looks out of place in this gloomy cellar. You inspect the mural. It may be your imagination, but the feel of the surface doesn't match what you see. There we go. You hold the lens up toward the mural, and peer through the glass. The holy image fades, and the mural reveals its true form. The once peaceful mural has morphed into a ghastly reaper. Looking closely, you see a piece of the mural is missing.
Face. Oh.
Good call. You push the skull emblem into the mural. It's a perfect fit. You hear faint sounds coming from behind the wall. After a moment, a large gear mechanism rises from the floor. You grab the lever and give it a pull. The gears slide over one another and you hear a loud click from down the corridor. So that must be for the chamber. You think this plain wooden door fits the creepy basement aesthetic perfectly. Pull the handle and open the door. There's a short corridor to a dead end around the corner. You see several small flashes of red twinkling from within the hole in the wall. Several small flashes of red twinkle within the hole in the wall. You suddenly hear many high-pitched screeches as several bats fly out of the wall. They speed past in a flurry. You are shaken, but very much unharmed. The final resting place of this skeleton is a small space hidden behind a wall. You shudder thinking about how it got there. Oops, the cracks run deep in this worn and crumbling brick. It is barely a part of this wall. Missing pieces of stone reveals a large space. Let's try to hit this. You wind up and launch your fist into the loose brick. Luckily for you, it doesn't put up much resistance and crumbles like sand. You reveal the skeletal hand and is holding some kind of trinket. The occupant of this hole in the wall died clutching this charm. That alone tells you the importance of this item. You quickly reach out and take the charm from the bony hand, half expecting the skeleton to come to life.
So this is probably the charm that the one book mentioned to lure spirit in between the candles or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so now this room is safe. The tile appears to be slightly misaligned. Looking closer, you notice scratches on the floor. You hook your fingers around the tile and slide it aside, revealing a shallow hole. This small crank handle was hidden under the tile. I thought it was a golf club. You pick up the crank handle. You have no idea how many people's blood stains the spiked walls of this torture room. Absolutely horrifying. That's back to there. This is where we came from here. We can't go here because the stairs are down. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Still can't get in there. Still can't get in there. Yeah, this looks out of place.
I was just thinking that, but...
Doesn't say anything, though. We never came this way.
Oh, no, we didn't.
Ah.
Okay, opens that door. Okay.
All right.
Well, I guess you could put the moon... 'Cause, yeah, I think the charm goes in there.
Yes, you lay the charm down in the circle of candles and back away. Within seconds, a magical symbol appears on the floor. Your trap is set, now to call the phantom to you. So now let's throw the chalice in here. Now let's come out here. Let's use the shovel on this dirt. Driving the shovel into the pile of earth, you begin the somber activity of burying the corpse. With each shovelful, you think about how miserable it is that you are on this journey. You were not prepared for this. You look at the grave and feel a sense of unease, like something is wrong. An unsettling skull, indentations in the sockets. I don't have the shovel anymore. That's to get the phantom.
Oh, okay.
What was this? Frozen stone, overgrown weeds, presence of a shimmer. Okay. Freshly disturbed earth. I don't think I'm ready for this. You slide the round end into the side of the apparatus. You grasp the crank handle and pull it, slowly powering the apparatus. Bubbling and hissing sounds fill the room. The apparatus works its magic as the liquids combine to fill the vessel on the table with a pungent-smelling substance. The brown glass vessel is filled with the foul-smelling liquid. Chemistry complete, you grab the vessel containing the concoction you've just created. So that's a purifier.
Yeah.
You think of things to name your concoction. In your haste, you choose No Ghost. Maybe you'll think of a better name later.
So we have to find something for that.
Purifying liquid. Okay. This was just about the mural.
So I think we have to summon the spirit inside where that charm is and then use the liquid on it.
Sounds right. Taking a deep breath and steeling your nerves, you say the words Edux Spritus and wait for something to happen. A familiar wave of icy air hits your body. You shiver from cold and fright as the phantom appears before you. Got him. Fucking got him. Gathering your courage, you scream, "Begone, monster!" and throw the foul-smelling liquid at the phantom. Its form begins to dissolve and lets out a horrifying shriek that leaves your ears ringing and your eyes watering. Taking a deep breath, you look around the room. A sense of unease fills the air. The remains of the phantom radiate a strange energy, yet are cool to the touch.
Shimmering, too.
The remains of the phantom radiate a strange energy. This is eerie without music.
Oh.
Failed to save the imp.
Oh, wait.
The imp's mangled body is cold and blood has pooled in vivid splotches on its skin as if it has been dead for some time. You feel responsible for its death. This outcome is entirely your fault. Only you had done things differently.
Wait a minute.
How far back is our save?
I think it's a pretty far ways back.
Not that far back. It's not that far back. We have the basement key. And the moon icon.
Okay. So we can speedrun this.
I don't want the imp to die.
Yeah, I feel like we have to do something with the gravestone.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Energy of inert polarity arises from nodes, physical sources of power, and flows outward, enveloping all of nature. The actions and intentions of beings polarizes this energy. Profane action imbues the energy with vile darkness. Desecrating the grave of a tortured soul produces much evil. Pious action and purifying substances create the opposites. Once imbued with the polarity, the energy may be absorbed into a being or used to create a portal to a corresponding dimension. Look away in those dark scales below the book.
I don't know what the dark scales mean. Can you close the book?
So I have an idea. I wonder if we're supposed to use the purifying agent on the corpse. Oh, did I not? Or no, I already... Wait. Okay.
No.
Indentations in the eye sockets. There's something I have to do before, because it says something about desecrating a grave.
Well, the grave's already been desecrated.
I know. Desecrating the grave produces much evil, so we have to reverse the desecration on the grave somehow.
Which I would think would be reburying it.
But we tried that. We also never used the sun icon anywhere, the sun coin. Dark scales below the book. What does that mean? Is there another painting somewhere, or do we need to put this back? No. So we saw the apparition here.
Yeah.
We saw it at the grave, and we saw it near the beginning. Oops.
Yes.
Oops. Oh, no. Let's come back here. Small keyhole in the door. Can't leave. Never did anything with this armor either.
I feel like it needs something, but... just because of how it talks about its hand.
Well, and this armor is also haunted by the thing, so... Can't take anything off of it.
What spells do we have again?
That will draw a phantom. On frozen stone without a path in sight, a single word summons a bridge of light. Overgrown weeds prevent all progress, spell will wither them. And this dispels an enchantment in the presence of a shimmer.
Hmm?
Can't open it, can't use it, can't talk to it. I don't think there's a specific order we have to do things in.
I wouldn't think so.
Influence for actions. Often when unleashed on an entity, you can also expel it if reversed in its entirety and accompanied by naturally opposing items. Pure crystalline salt is opposite in both form and essence. I bet that comes in the pantry, salt.
So I think we need to use salt on the spirit.
Revolving panel, the first floor stair mechanism, and the crusher. What was the revolving
What's the revolving panel?
These indentations in the eye sockets are...
Yeah, because I know
bothering me.
they were glowing when we saw the vision here.
Can't take anything there. Can't take any candles. Can't take the tome. Can't take any books. Slight draft. Why can't I open it?
Can you use your magic lens on it?
I think I tried that. Okay. You chant the magic words Tar Gwynthal. The face of the mirror shimmers and disappears, revealing an opening to another room. So the description on that spell says something about shimmering.
Yeah.
That's why I was confused. Okay.
Oh, there's a hand.
A thin gray object is covered by the bedsheet.
Oh.
You can't tell what it is from here.
Looks like a hand to me. Ooh.
That's what it is.
Oh, a skeleton.
You lift the edge of the sheet to pick up the object and scream in fright as you see a skull staring back at you. In a flash, the skeleton pulls itself from under the bed and over to you, grabbing your legs and climbing up your body. It sinks its bony fingers deep into your eyes, blinding you before it strangles the life out of you.
Oh, God.
Damn.
That wasn't a happy skeleton.
There's the clock. An elaborate cuckoo clock is fixed to the wall, obscuring an expertly painted affresco. Amateur hiding place. I'll bet these weights control the lock position and the brass key opens it, you say. So, looks like 9:30. Let's see here. You give the brass key a good twist and wait for the lock to release. It doesn't. Instead, an adorable cuckoo greets you. The chirping of the cuckoo has seemingly disturbed the master of this bedroom as a figure crawls out from under the bed. Okay, so I had it backwards. So the big hand must go there. There we go. You twist the key and hear the sweet clicking sound of the lock coming undone. The clock face swings open, revealing a brilliant red gem. I still got it, you whisper with great satisfaction. Mysterious red gem. All right. Place the red gem in your pocket.
That might go into the
grave, yeah. A thick leather-bound diary sits on the floor. You open the diary and note the bold yet beautiful handwriting. I read the most fascinating thing today. Should things go awry and I am haunted, purifier alone is insufficient. The remedy? Pour salt on the corpse. Trivial. You close the book and wonder what monster wrote such things.
So we do need the salt.
As you thumb through other pages of this diary, you realize you don't feel right taking it with you. You place the diary right back where you picked it up. Secret compartment. Can I take this key? No. The clock key has been turned and the mechanism is seized. It cannot be turned again. You would love to dive onto this large bed and rest under the heavy purple sheets if being in this room didn't terrify you. With ease, you open the lock, and this will probably just take us back out.
Yep.
Yeah, take us out to there. Okay,
so got a gem.
Where am I going?
You gotta go down to the basement area? Wherever. Yeah, right there.
You place the red gem into the stone eye socket. It fits perfectly.
Okay, but we're still missing one. So we still have to figure out the suit of armor.
And the pantry. Are there any other hints here? I don't see any. I wish I could lift up these rugs.
I know.
still haven't used the sun coin anywhere. I'm gonna keep clicking it on this armor. That does nothing. That does nothing. Mural is complete. I've already dealt with this. This is the crusher room. We didn't miss anything in here, did we?
Does the shield on that...
Ah, good call. You see part of a purple object attached to the door, but it's too high to reach. You wonder how to get it down. Gee, I wonder. You jump up and grab on the middle bar and take the shield, which goes to the suit of armor.
That's what I was just
Reach out and pull the shield from the door. And land right under your rear when you realize it wasn't even securely fastened in place. Luckily, no one was around to see that, unless that ghost saw you. Best not to think about it.
Okay.
All right, this is good. This is progress. There we go, and that opens up a revolving door.
Oh, there's the revolving panel.
You hear a soft clicking noise as you close the gauntlet around the shield strap. Suddenly, the wall panel in front of you revolves, exposing a hidden relief. This detailed relief of a starry sky was hidden behind the wall. You see two sets of small holes in the celestial body. You press the sun coin into place, it fits perfectly. And you reach up and place the moon into the relief. It locks into position with a satisfying click.
Nice.
Okay, you place the red gem in your pocket. You place the second red gem into the remaining eye socket. Suddenly, the stone skull slides aside, revealing a compartment. You see a small sack in the tombstone compartment. You grab the sack and see that it is full of salt. A strange thing to keep in a graveyard for sure. You quickly pour the salt across the body, leaving a large pile of it over the victim's heart. Now do I need to use the shovel? Driving the shovel into the pile of earth, you begin the somber activity of burying the corpse. With each shovelful, you think about how miserable it is that you are on this journey. You were not prepared for this.
So...
You look at the grave and feel a sense of serenity, as if something is at peace.
Okay.
Much better. So now, if we use this charm... and call the sprite... Now if we use the purifier on it, will it still kill it?
Does look like it, but...
Its form begins to dissolve and lets out a horrifying shriek, leaves your ears ringing and your eyes watering. Taking a deep breath, you look around the room. Everything is calm and peaceful.
That was not the message we got before.
No. Also, the music is still going.
Yes, and the stairs are down. Aw, yay!
It's the imp who stole your things, but having dealt with that phantom yourself, you feel no malice toward this creature. Thank you, thanks! My home is quiet! Yes, silent! All is well! It's a bag of your things. You can't wait to take it and get out of this accursed house.
Oh, and there's gonna be the pantry key.
Finally, you say as you take your things. You know more hardship is coming, but you feel good to be on your way. You take the silver key. Well, I feel much better that we saved him.
Yes.
You place the small silver key into the lock. With a twist of your wrist, the lock opens. You peer at the jar and notice a single floating eye looking back at you. Ugh, you say, recoiling from the specimen. Can't be taken. Can I open it? Light reflects dimly off this yellow stone. Despite the color, it is identical to the red stone you use on the portal. This yellow stone gives you a strange sense of déjà vu. It reminds you of the red stone that activated the portal. These once fine dinnerware plates have been reduced to shards of broken ceramic.
Okay, so...
Having defeated the Phantom, the front door has opened. You are free to leave. You step out of the mansion into the cool night air. So much time has passed since you began chasing Belazar. An unsettling feeling washes over you. You do not have long until his evil scheme comes to fruition. You must hurry. A PI stone, huh? This yellow stone emanates an otherworldly presence. You see the shape of the portal carved into it. A thrumming noise rises from the structure. Your hair stands on end as power crackles through the air. The space in the center of the machine begins to waver and distort as a portal appears out of thin air. You stagger forward, your head spinning like you're recovering from a stupor after a week-long festival in Windermere. You have no idea where you are or why you're here, but at least you remember your name. Time to go, Del, you mumble. You look around. The portal is nowhere to be found. You sigh heavily, wondering what to do until the wisp begins speaking. More good news and bad news, Del. Bad news first this time. You've entered this world nowhere near a portal. The good news is that the key to use the portal is in this building. We can figure out how to get to the portal later. First, let's find that key.